Welcome to the channel, Hot Pulls. So I'm going to be going through. So I've been a Pokemon collector for well over 15 years. Yeah, every single possible set you can think of, I've been investing in all. I've been selling, buying, grading. So yeah, I thought I'd show you guys what I'm buying during the summer period. We do know that summer periods tend to be slower in regards to purchases. We get really good discounts. So I want to sort of go through what I'm sort of looking at. And at the end, there's a set which you probably wouldn't expect to be on the list, but I'm going to go through them now. Yeah, so enjoy. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to be having throughout the video a teaspoon of the ghost pepper chili sauce. If you've seen my shorts and videos, this is a third hottest in the world sauce. So yeah, this should be interesting. So I'm going to be giving you my sort of lowdown, what sets I'm purchasing on top of dying of heat and burning. So yeah, so let's start, and then I'll go through the video for you guys and the sets I'm looking at. Again, if you do like the content, please do subscribe. It really does help. Okay. So I'll be having two halves throughout the video. So first half. Okay. Bloody hell, it's hot. Right, so to begin, so gosh, so hot. So first set I'm looking at, so we're looking at Ascended Heroes. So, so we have had an update yesterday from Sam's Club. They're going to be releasing. Gosh, it's so hot. Excuse my throat. So they'll be releasing an update. They're going to be bringing out some Focus Fighters premium collection. So available in stores and online. So it's going to be a big drop. So when it comes to reprints, there tends to be a drop in price. So I'm going to be looking at scooping up some of the best products for the for the Ascended Heroes. Excuse me, that's so hot, so hot. Yeah, so the Ascended Heroes, I'm going to be focusing on sort of the best products within. It's hard to think with this sauce within that sort of set. So the products I'm looking at. So first of all, the Ascended Heroes ETB. Oh Jesus. Okay, I'm fine. Yes, with the Ascended Heroes ETB, so it's a great entry product. I'd say easy enough to store. Again, do consider storage when you're sort of purchasing obviously items, especially the big sort of premium collections. They can take up a lot of space. So again, we're seeing again with the announcement of Ascended Heroes reprints, people do panic. We have been seeing, especially the last few days, some sort of sales. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so again, summer dips. So we're looking about 10% drop so far. So again, I'm going to be looking at scooping up some of the ETBs. You can also look at picking up the premium sort of ETB, so the Pokemon Center exclusive. There's not been a reprint as of yet, I don't think. So in relation to the Pokemon Center, the price has been quite steady. We haven't seen really any sort of sharp declines. We had obviously a dip back in early June. But again, it's just people taking profit. People that got into the sort of early sort of releases, they're going to be taking profit on these sort of big It did pump. It was about 50% sort of pump. Excuse me. So about 40-50% pump is what they were looking at. So you take profit, it's all natural, and again we just start that sort of reaccumulation sort of phase. So yes, I'll be scooping up probably one or two of the Pokemon Center exclusives. I'll be picking up a fair bit of the ETBs, and if they do a reprint, and if we do sort of consolidate around the 150 region, I'll just be picking up some more. Like you saw with Prismatic Evolutions, reprints do affect the price, but again, super strong sets. They're just going back up one way, guys. Oh my god. Okay. And then again, another low entry point, and we're seeing a very nice sort of discount down to the sort of the $90 region. Is the bundles. So again, one of the easiest things to store of the product, which is on the Ascended Heroes line. So again, do scoop these up. I'm doing it myself. Again, not financial advice, but with a set as strong as this, you've got the the Pikachu, the Gengar, the Mega Dragonite. It's just a set in time. It's going to be an absolute absolute no-brainer. 5-10 years. Again, when they're well out of print, people are going to want to scoop this up for streaming. There's no better alternative, in my opinion, right now. I think these are the best, the creme de la creme of the products to sort of, for the sets to sort of get into. Okay, and again, if you look at the you got the gold gold Zarge, you got the Pikachu, is it the Trikachu, Mega Gengar, Mega Dragonite, Mewtwo, Mega Dragonite Gold. It's such a deep set, and again, off the bat, the total value, again, sets that will do well long term have a really high sort of set value. So again, I'll do some updates in the future with what I'm sort of looking for in terms of long term investments. But for now, I'm sharing my sort of summer picks. Yeah, so I've got a background in finance. I do sort of do trade the stock market, crypto. So I know trends quite well. So again, these videos I hope will bring some sort of value for that. But in terms of a set, I mean, there's cards here for everyone again. Mega Electros, I mean, look how the artwork's insane. And again, you've got the Mega Franigator, you've got again the Gengar, Mimikyu, Tangela, Marill, Spiritomb. You know, the further you go down, there's such deep set. The Hitmon top. Mightyena, again, a very overlooked card, under $10. Like Magcargo, Ethan, it's an insane set. You could scroll down to the bottom and you'll find some of that someone's going to enjoy in the future. And it's just a fun set to open. You know, I've opened probably around 500 packs, and I never get bored of opening the set. So again, so that's my first pick. Another product for Ascended Heroes I think will do extremely well is the Lucario EX Premium Poster Collection. So again, this set, with this sort of literally, guys, if you have this source, you're not going to be thinking straight. It's an insane set, insane source, sorry, and yeah, this is incredible. Okay, so what I'm also looking for with the poster collection is going to be sort of a trickle down. I think in the future we're going to see, you know, consolidation to continue, but overall, I think we're going to see spikes later in the year. Reason being, we've got a Lucario set potentially coming out. That was announced, so I think that's going to help bring the, especially the promo as well, which is really good. Alright, back on. Yeah, so the pre and poster collection I think will be a really good set to get to get into as well. So next set, I'm looking at is Destined Rivals. I think as a long-term potential, I think a Team Rocket set It's a no-brainer. Everyone knows it's a good set, and I think that sort of combined mentality is the reason why people are sort of holding off for the time being. That sort of herd mentality. I think people aren't. They're sort of waiting. I think for the thing is when it's too cheap, people they don't tend to buy. They tend to wait for the spikes. And because everyone knows it's a good set, I think combined, potentially that's why no one's buying. They're sort of waiting for lower. But again, when things start picking up in terms of price, I think people will start to FOMO into the set. And especially here in the UK, if you look on eBay, it's ridiculously cheap. For a set as strong as this, it's £300, 310, 340, 340, 380. I mean, two there for 575, so about 290 each there. So we had a big reprint. So I think once this all sort of sells out, we're going to be seeing the upticks quite quickly across the pond for the US, and again here in Europe and especially the UK. We'll start seeing. I can't see how this won't be in the next year. $1,000 box. Again, booster boxes we've not really seen the reprint, so I think if that can continue the trend, they get more scarce, they're getting ripped open daily. We're going to see the price upturn. So I'm going to grab a few boxes in the summer, especially while it's this cheap. So I think we'll see random 50% spikes. I mean, we're seeing trickles at the moment, but again, it's nothing too big because people aren't really buying again at the summer slowdown is what it's called. That's what I call it. So again, so Destined Rivals. Again, looking at the set card, I mean the cards in the set. I mean, what's not to like? The Garchomp. This is my favourite card. It's Cynthia's Garchomp. The Mewtwo's are brilliant, but for me, it's an incredible card. Misty Side Up, again underrated. I think a few years that'd be a $200 card in my opinion. The Moltres, Ho-Ho, Nidoking, Giovanni's Nidoking, Typhlosion again, Gen 2, starter, popular generation. Again, like the Ascended Heroes, if you scroll down, there's so many cards that people now and in the future just would love to rip open. You've got the Gen 1 Weezing, the Raticate, Moltres again. You've got Gen 2s, the Yanmar in there. You've got Garchomps in there, Rotom's in there. You've got Team Rockets all over the shop. Persian is in there. Yeah, so I just think again another set I just don't see unless they mass reprint it. But are they going to do that? You've got the 30th anniversary. Coming up in a few months. We had the release yesterday of the products within that. The EV and Espion promos, the night and day UPCs. There's so much to print, and I just don't think they're going to have the facility to really go back and print all these other sets as well. They might focus on specialty sets like Ascended Heroes, Prismatic. Booster boxes, I'm not too sure. If they were going to do that, they would have done that by now. But again, we haven't seen that at the moment. So, but again, with the UK reprint we saw, especially for me, it's a no-brainer to stack up on this. I've got nearly 5 cases so far, and I'm just going to keep on loading. I just don't see how this won't be $1,000, at least $1,000 in a year. So it'd be about $650. So potential double up in my opinion if they don't reprint it. If they do reprint it, again it may take longer, but it's just getting chewed through. And this is one for me to load up on. So next set, so set 3, I'm looking to purchase. You probably can guess it. Prismatic Evolution. Now, yes, we have already seen some spikes. In terms of have the reprints finished, when it came out, a year and 6 months ago, so last Jan. I mean, time flies by, it really does. But we're looking at, I think people are starting to realise, the potential for reprints is now, it's coming up to the 2-year period, and again, there's so many other sets to reprint, and they've hammered the set. We can all agree. I mean, this set has been it's been destroyed in terms of reprints. I mean, it's had what 6, 7 ETB reprints in the last year and a half. Yeah, price has dipped, but again, it's only gone one way. So again, we had the spike, on release. Yeah, it's before this, yeah. But it dropped down to sub 100. I was keeping these up like a maniac. Nearly sold my wife to get some more, but she did convince me not to sell her, so I did keep her in the end. But I managed to buy about 20, 30 boxes. I'm just keeping it sealed. The temptation, I mean, it's a great set to rip, but again, it's a great set in terms of what you can pull. But again, it's it's hard to pull anything decent. You have to rip through a lot of product. But again, going back to the chart, so again, you've got 117 all the way pumped to 211. So again, in that sort of 3 month period, it was a 70% pump, which is insane. And again, we got some reprints. It took a dip, but it's just going back now. It's going to revisit the 211 again shortly. It won't take that long. But look how much has sold. 11,000 in the last year. In the last 3 months alone, 4,000. 6 months, 6,000. And again, coming from like a person who does financial stock trading, you've got a reaccumulation zone here, and it's just going to go for that impulsive pump again. So yeah, again, guys, a no-brainer prismatic in terms of what I'm buying. Again, I'm buying the ETBs, and the SPCs I'm also loading up on. I mean, is it 16 packs you get in there? Sorry, 15 packs you get. The promo is amazing. And again, super fun set to rip. And I just don't. I think it's a display piece as well. It's brilliant. Again, reaccumulation range for the last 2 months, and we've broken out. So again, once we start, getting above the May high of 328, for me, it's just going to take over. And again, impulsive pump will just continue that sort of trend up. In the last month alone, we've sold what 360 boxes. Yeah, and again, I'm scooping this one up. Trying to accumulate in the month of July about 10 boxes. Trying to get a case if I can at a discount, and then again I'll try and get a few boxes on top of that. But yeah, super good set, really good set. Again, if you look at the sort of the value, set values over $6,000, you've got some iconic evolutions here. And again, people weren't too sure about the crowns, but I think evidently from the prices, people warmed up to them. I still think the Jolteon's undervalued. I think that should be sort of near the Vaporeon sort of range at 300. But nonetheless, deep set. And again, evolutions, you've got to think Gen 10 around the corner. They're bound to release another evolution. Again, there's so many missing. You've got Rock type, Poison, Dragon, Steel. So this will just reignite the evolution craze, and I think the set will just continue to get revisited over and over again. And again, when they release like the mega sets, you saw the old mega cards spike in price. I think it'll be the same with the evolutions. You'll see that sort of calm period, and then we'll just see spike after spike after spike. So again, don't sleep on prismatic evolutions. I know everyone's sick of everyone talking about it. I certainly am not. I love talking about prismatic evolutions, but it's an amazing set. Again, you've got the booster bundles as well. So again, something to consider if you're sort of tight for space. But again, it's such a good set. I'll do some videos based on just the evolutions prismatic at some point, and obviously a few of the other sort of good sets. But don't sleep on prismatic. Okay, so 2 sets left, which then the set after this will be the one that I think people won't have thought about. So I hope you enjoy it. Again, if you are enjoying the content, guys, please do subscribe. Drop a like of your favourite Pokemon, and comment, sorry. And if you do watch the first video we released last week, if you watch to the end, there's a good thing to see on there. So again, please do check it out. So basically on the channel we sort of go through sort of the chilies. We eat hot chilies. whilst opening Pokemon packs, we also again will do like midweek analysis on the Wednesdays. So again, plenty to look at. Again, we've got TikTok, we've got Facebook, it's coming, Instagram, X. So something hopefully for everyone to enjoy. But right, so Prismatic, my favourite, yeah, Espian's my yeah, it's my favourite card. Beautiful card. Moving on, so Fusion Strike is my next pick. Now, if you've got a low budget, again, I appreciate this is it. This is expensive. It's about £700, $1,100. Sales, you can see, slowed right down. Two, couple of days back, none today, none a week before that. A buyout on the 8th, on the sort of May the 5th, May the 7th. So yeah, so again, slower pace when cards, when boxes get and sets get expensive, the buying pool becomes less. So you have to expect, you know, these things to happen, but especially in the summer when not many people are buying, people on holiday trying to save for holiday, and yeah, obviously you got kids breaking up, so again people paying for vacations. So Pokemon is not something people will buy; they'll sort of save up for later in the year, you know, Christmas and holidays, and so point is it is expected. But it's a set which again you've got an insane caliber of cards in there. Again, top chase card, the Gengar, it's ridiculously good. It's $1,000 card now. It's insane. But again, looking back, I mean, you had yeah, only in May you had it was a nice 10% pump, so you know nearly 15% pump. So I'll take that. You know, it's a good leg up, and again we'll just see the same trend. Pump up, consolidate, pump up, consolidate, pump up, consolidate. Similar to what we saw with Cosmic Eclipse. I think these two sets are very, very similar in regards to having a few top chase cards. Not really. It's a deep set, but not as deep as like Ascended or Prismatic. But it's a set which it's got fan favourites. You know, the Cosmic has got the Blastoise. You know, the Piplup I think is the joint card on that. The RCS Palkia and Dialga on the top chase cards. But here you've got the Mew and the Gengar. The box is incredible. Again, the striking pink colours. People sound silly. People will like that, even just as a display piece. People will buy the box, not even to rip it, just to display it for streams and yeah, just to show off. So another set I'm looking at. But again, looking on eBay, prices are coming down. So you've got, you know, $650. Seems a bit cheap. Might just be trying to look for a quick sale, so new low price. But the average is like 700. You got 715, 720, 720, 780. Yeah, 700. 700 is about the mean. If you see something too cheap, guys, again, please do. Just be careful. Look at the feedback on the person, because people will, especially now Pokemon's hot. They will try and sell fake boxes, even fake listings. So please look at the feedback of the person you're buying from. And if you have any doubts, again, there's probably a reason for that. So yeah, so again, just be careful. And again, just comparing to Cosmic, I do think in a few years we will give it a few years, guys. You know, it's going to take time, but I do think we'll start seeing these sort of prices. You're bidding now for £2,000. For sale 4, 5, 8, 6, it'd be about $5,500, $6,000, £5,000 here. I do think Fusion will get there. I think Destin will get there. It'll take time, 5, 10 years. But again, if you're happy to wait, a 10x in 10 years is insane. You know what I mean? It's 100%. You know, quick. It's a super quick pump. And double up, and you get multiple double ups. You know, if they don't tend to reprint it as much, you're going to see those big pumps. And I think it's like a team up on, you know, it's an insane set with with what's inside, and yeah, the heat's still there. So I tend to waffle while I'm getting a burn of another flurry of heat kicking in. But yeah, again, great set. Fusion Strike. So yeah, do pay attention to that. So final set I'm looking at, guys. So again, it's probably one you probably would expect on the list, but it's none other than Stellar Crown. It's just cheap. The reason being, people like to buy sets, like sets of cards that go together. You know, EV set, they want to buy all the evolutions, not just the one. If it's like every set sort of, you know, every card's related to each other. And we're seeing that with the Bulbasaur and Squirtle. So when the set first came out back in 24, the Terapagos was the top chase. Beautiful card, again. The reason it's been taken over by the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle is because of this card, the Charmander. It's a set. The Obsidian Flames ETB is where you can find this card. And those ETBs, as you know, are expensive. But I think that will have a driving factor in the future for this whole set, because people want to chase the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle. So definitely a set I'm looking to purchase. I'm not going to go heavy on this too much. I'll probably buy 2 to 5 booster boxes. I might try and buy the singles of these two as well. I think that would be a good sort of pickup. And it just look at, you know, in that sort of home environment, it's a theme that is catching on, I think, nowadays. You know, people like that sort of setting. Yes, they're just insane cards. Again, it's the Pidgeys as well. You've got, you know, the Pidgey. Charmander's trying to get the Pidgey here. Bit like a dog trying to get the birds, or the cat, sorry. But you see it here. You saw the Pidgeys splashing in the water, the Squirtle playing with the Pidgeys. Even here, the Bulbasaur, got a Pidgey coming through the window, about to, I suppose, wake it up. Yeah, it just sort of tells a story, you know. It's like the cards from is it Sword and Shield base? Where is it? Sorry, Scarlet and Violet base. You got the the Curlier, the Gardevoir, and the Rolts. The story of the family growing up with the family. Yeah, and I think you know, home related cards, they are catching on. I'll do a video on that separately, but I think it is one to pay attention to, that sort of set, because of the you know, back to Stellar Crown, sorry. So pay attention to that set because of that sort of theme, and I think because the promos will, again, we're seeing dips now, it's natural, but long term this card will do well. The Obsidian Flames E to B will do well, purely because of the promos, and the collectability as well. And yeah, they're just, yeah, fantastic cards. So I think Stellar Crown will be on that. So again, yeah, so again, do your research, guys, but that's what I'll be loading up on. So to recap, I'll be looking at Ascended Heroes, Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals, so Prismatic Destined Rivals, Fusion Strike, and finally Stellar Crown. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And I will, so every Wednesday I'll be releasing sort of a market update. We'll do more videos as we go as well. I'm just getting the so do comment what you would like to see on the channel. And again, once a week we'll be doing the Chilli challenge whilst opening Pokemon packs. If you want to comment what sets you'd like us to open, and we will obviously get around to that. Oh God, I still feel that. Alright, well, take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.